chess. Oh, Todovsky's so strong.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's an
so
intimidating rating for sure.
let's do pawn.
I like the sound of that.
Oh yeah, you usually do d4.
Yeah,
You told me
I'm
that.
a D4 guy.
Um, what's the play now? I don't remember. Um, I guess knight. I don't think that's right.
To be honest, I don't even know the theory really after E6. I just try to transpose into something that I do know.
Okay, that
E6 is kind
that
of a flexible move. It's not like he's not tipping his hand if he's going to play D5. Is he going to play? Yeah, so this is one thing they can do is they can play a Dutch,
okay.
but on move two.
Um, let's say pawn. Hopefully. So far it's okay.
So far, so good. Now I have kind of a poor track record in recent days and weeks against the Dutch, but
Also, a huge shout out to Todovsky. Let's do bishop, who is one of the developers for lichess. He was just fixing stockfish before this stream. There was
yeah,
a
yeah.
bug. There was a bug with stockfish apparently. Um. Okay, let's do knight. Uh-oh, he's hesitating.
um,
Oh yes, my favorite move.
yeah, yeah. I
Knight to
figured you'd like that
d2.
one.
Thank you so much. My knight is made. That was an unintentional pun. Okay,
But
king.
that one I got though.
Yeah, so just king.
King. We can avoid a hassle by castling.
Good thing we can't play f6.
And we
Okay.
can't even play F3 because it's blocked.
Um. Okay, let's do pawn. All right. It's funny. I can make faces of judgment, but it's not judgment of your
Yeah,
decision. It's judgment of my understanding of your
right.
decision.
Yeah, earlier when you were having camera troubles for me, which I guess you still are, but I was like making faces of judgment as well, and I had to be sure, like, oh wait, oh yeah, he can't see me, so I can't like. It's okay. I can react to the moves that he's suggesting.
Yeah, exactly. Um. Okay. I'm trying to see if he has any notable threats that I can see. Okay, so let's do. What was the point of that move? Let's do queen, I guess.
Okay, let me just check a few things. I think this move makes some sense. Thank you, CC2140, for the follow.
Oh yeah, speaking of follows, maybe I can just say a bunch of names
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
sure you
next like
got
five
a
minutes.
cascade of follows after that raid.
As always, it's the Eric effect. Much appreciated. Everybody that's still here gets to watch a preview of how much I'm going to suffer and enjoy my time next Wednesday. I think we said 8:30 Eastern time. I will have to confirm. All right. So, Extreme Dota throwaway account. Joao, I said Statsco, Kaipa Blanca, Isaac BR, Okay, so the threat is what? He's just developing, right? Or he's coming with a threat of that. Okay, so let's do pawn. Sam Mallow, Hugh-Man. Funny account. Yeah, good move.
That
Crack
was what you wanted.
Zucchini, Ungodly Bucky, Blunder King, Chess Assassin, Mick Eisen, Compact Buffalo, Z Manytube, Shattered, Joe, Dead Dude already said thanks. Oh, more follows. Okay, great. Make it more difficult for me, guys. The Real Hank Kill, A Zhao,
Wow, the real Hank Hill.
Zoldors. Yeah, he's the real one. Robbie Tunes. Chris donates a lot. Oh, I know Chris donates a lot. Then we had a bunch of bits. Betsy. Oh, Betsy. Thanks for the follow. It's good to see you. I know who that is. Still his turn, right? Good.
Yep. We've got a time advantage. That's rare for Hands and Brain.
And Charles Blue. All right. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Much appreciated, everybody. And yeah, time advantage. Everything is looking up from this point. You can only
we've
go
got
downhill from
Ooh,
here.
mysterious King H8.
Oh. I guess prophylactic in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Where can I go? So I want to activate that bishop somehow, but I don't see how to do that. Let's do pawn. Hopefully that's safe.
Okay, let me do a little thinking here.
Is it okay that I don't have a specific one in mind?
It is absolutely okay.
Yeah, bishop looks sad. That is true. That is true. Yeah, I imagine
I'm gonna go with
of
this one.
All right. Very nice. I like your style. But I imagine the a bunch of people that are watching have already followed CL, but
How many bits
if you
will
haven't,
it take for you to extend this stream by 20 seconds?
Jesus. If you haven't, please do follow CL. He's one of my
And likewise for axcertypo.
favorite streamers. Not only chess streamer, just streamers. Just so chill. Whenever I get to watch his streams.
That's all I know how to do, thankfully.
And great music too.
I can't play good chess, so I gotta create a relaxing environment.
Well, if you can't play good chess, you're better
Chris
than like
donates a lot.
93%
Thank you for following,
of players.
Chris.
I think I saw that. Hey, Chris donates a lot.
Oh, like
I think I saw that. You're better than like 94% of chess players on lichess or something.
Yeah, depending on what site you're looking at and what rating category you're looking at. But yeah, I think in Rapid, I'm like somewhere around that 94th percentile.
I wonder how that would
lichess
compare to my Scrabble ranking.
I assume you're like 99 percentile.
Ner.
But I don't know.
Well, there aren't that many players. That's the thing. Ner,
Yeah.
Thanks for the follow and thanks for the game earlier. Will says, Wanderer15, my life was very bad. I did not know how the pieces moved in chess or the two-letter words in Scrabble. Then I followed axcertypo and CLSmith15, and my life instantly became good. One of those things is not true. Can you maybe figure out which one of those things is a lie? 2 truths, 1 lie, or however many.
Yeah.
But yeah, huge shout out to Wanderer also. I have a will command, don't I? I don't. Oh, I do. Okay, good. Okay, another quiet move. That's what I'm actually the worst at in puzzles.
The best thing about Will, by the way, is he also has 15 in his Twitch username.
That's true.
So we all,
I
all us
considered
15s got to stick together.
I considered changing my name to axcertypo15, but okay. So what's his plan here? He thinks we're gonna kick the knight away, and then he's gonna bring his queen into the game to double attack the knight. It doesn't make sense. It's defended twice. Okay. Bishop.
I like the sound of bishop.
And yes, it has quickly become a copy pasta. Very nice.
I think this is like better than the positions I usually get against the Dutch. Hopefully he's not going to prove me wrong here in a moment.
Well, maybe they should start calling us the Duchesses of Chess.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just briefly imagined you in a Duchess costume. I don't know why.
Oh yeah. I don't think I have one of those in my closet. Sure, I could find one though. Scary. Or is it?
Doesn't seem so scary. Although he is bringing some pieces to the game. Oh, I see a weakness that we have. Okay. If we have a weakness, why don't we get rid of it? I don't think there's anything immediate that we need to do here. So let's do rook.
Okie doke. Let me think a little bit.
Uh-oh.
No, rook seems like a very reasonable call. But there's often a problem in chess of
which rook to develop.
Which rook to put on
exactly.
the square.
I've noticed that. And I
So-
don't ask myself that question anymore. Happy axcertypo 15. Yeah, that's a great name.
Oh, you know what?
Happy axcertypo 15. I think I know what I would do, but that means nothing. Yeah, instead of figuring out how to get CL's camera to work on my stream, I created a BTTV GIF emote in my spare time today. So that's a lovely thing that happened. It's such a funny one too. Okay. We're lower on the clock now.
Yeah,
Podolsky's
I gotta
Dutch
make a move.
is proving difficult to play.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this one, I think.
Okay. Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. I knew I wanted one of my rooks there, I just wasn't sure which one. But
No, we had the same idea, yeah.
I think this one is the correct one.
Probably is. I'm only foreseeing, but it doesn't matter because the king is there. I was just foreseeing somehow that the black queen might end up on h3, but that doesn't matter. Like once everything's traded, and just because the rook is attacked doesn't really mean anything. So you're probably right to shift that rook. Although there is the thing, like the spatial part of chess resembles the Scrabble in many ways, of like what space you're using, what space is available.
Yeah.
I definitely haven't even come close to grasping it in the context of chess. But
Yeah, I mean, I guess, in Scrabble the pieces don't move, so
Right.
um, like one of the main advantages of space in chess is that you can maneuver your pieces around in that space, and you generally have more options and more flexibility. And when you have space, that implies that your opponent does not have space,
Right.
and so they don't have the same freedom of movement, and they may not be able to, if you can coordinate your pieces to attack some square, they may or may not be able to actually coordinate their pieces to defend it. Um, that's sort of my, very low level appreciation of space in chess.
Hmm. Okay, so at some point the tension needs to begin to exist. With that move, he's saying, I want to maybe trade some pieces or transfer my knight over to the king side to help out. But he doesn't have a majority of pieces on the king side. All right, CL. Pawn.
Okay. Tough call here.
The only thing that I was thinking about, and it probably doesn't matter at all, is that if you went rook f to e1, you then have more rook moves available in total.
That is true. That is true. The rook on f1 is not extremely flexible.
But I don't think it
Okay.
really matters here at all. It's just something I noticed. Todovsky is going to strike at some point, and yeah, our poor pirate ship is going to be.
I'm gonna play maybe a little passively.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. That does prevent knight to g4. All right. Now he's done that. Let's do. I mean, I know you just played passively, but let's do pawn again.
Okay.
You could. I think there's still one passive move available. But maybe it's not so good. But yeah, we do have to do something at some point, right? But maybe that wasn't right. So many possibilities. Sorry, I love pasta. When are they adding that word to the dictionary? Possibilities. Or is it copyrighted?
Yeah, that'd be a nice. I can't even count how many letters it is. What, 12? Something like that.
Hey, Eddie, thanks for
Probably
the copy
probably
pasta.
like 14.
14? Yeah, possibility is 11, and possibilities is 13. That's one of the. So I live in Canada now, but that's one of the last remaining words that I think I pronounced with a New York accent, which is where I was born. Pasta.
Pasta?
Yeah, people here say like pasta.
Yeah.
I think I just
All right.
can't
I
get
don't
with
know.
that.
I guess I'm doing this.
Ooh, more passivity. I think you don't want to break in the center because you're happy with
Well,
the space you control. So, how can I blame you for that? I literally didn't calculate anything, so. Mamma mia ravioli, that's a lot of possibilities. Newt, you misspelled ravioli. How could you? Yeah, this is a really complicated position
It is. It's
because we
not
haven't
easy.
traded anything.
Nothing has been traded. Yeah.
Man, we should give each other more time. Wait, can we do that? No, we
We
can't.
can, but we
We
don't have
can?
to yet. I mean, if Todovsky wants to, I suppose we could. Okay.
Ooh,
That's a
okay.
reasonable move, I think.
Uh, yeah. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's say. Oh, I hope this isn't terrible. Let me calculate this again. Oh, that is kind of scary. Okay,
Hi everyone, this is Apostate
Queen.
Chat now.
Queen.
Please refrain from asking questions not related to spaghetti or linguine. You can send out ravioli to notify the fettuccine about your intention for a tortellini. You can also copy pasta people directly. Click on all pasta and then gluten-free pasta.
Yeah, Benji obviously has a copy pasta, pasta copy pasta. So thank you, Benji, for that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just wait to see what he does. I was trying to look at a knight move, but it actually looked pretty scary. So I don't think it was right. But yeah, this is. I think we're both playing this pretty well, or all three of us.
I think it's been a pretty reasonable game so far.
So far. But when the time starts ticking, I start.
Oh yeah,
wondering.
that's when it will get hard.
But yeah, once again, like Todovsky, huge shout out. He streams as well. He does some shogi. He does some chess. He does some Scrabble.
All the good stuff.
Hey MCFFA, yeah, I got a reasonable raid earlier. So welcome to the party. But most of all, Todovsky does a lot of work behind the scenes at lichess. So thanks a lot. From the bottom of our chessy hearts. Oh, I haven't finished my
Yeah, I mean, where would we
kombucha.
be without lichess? Lichess doesn't get better than lichess.
And the website we're playing Scrabble on Woogles
Is also great.
heavily based on the design and
Yeah.
morals of lichess, it being open source and all. Oh, now for the chess W. Okay, MCFFA wants us to win. Does anybody in your chat want you to win?
Oh, okay.
Usually people in CL's chat are like kind of torn
Yeah.
between wanting him to win and not wanting him to win.
People like it when I flag, which is weird because it happens like all the time. I don't flag, I just get in time pressure and blunder and lose.
Let me look at this again.
You think chess 24 is the next best option there, Anonym? It's nice that, I mean, he's using a similar amount of time. I mean, it's not an easy position. Both sides are playing sort of solid.
Oh, looks so scary. Can we get away with that? I have some I am Rosen arrows happening here.
Ah.
We might might be able to get away with that. But I'm probably missing something just hanging
How's it going,
that
Quander?
calculations.
This is Hand and Brain. I'm the lowly hand in this game.
And I'm the three-head
Almighty
brain. Am I a three-head brain or a two-head brain?
We can give you a forehead.
Forehead. Wow.
Yeah.
As a white
I mean,
guy,
what's your
I love forehead.
What's your percentile, like your rating percentile in lichess? You're probably right around
20%.
No,
Yeah.
It's got to be better than that.
Yeah,
right?
no, it's like 20 something. You can check.
Really?
Yeah, it's quite bad. I'm like under 1300 now because I keep playing System 1, who you played yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He's become like my sparring partner in preparation for all these chess streams.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like 10-3 against me. Oh.
All right, things are opening up.
Okay. Pawn. So that's this idea. Ruh-roh. Queen? That's scary, I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have to calculate now.
But I want to punish him, man. I want to punish him.
I understand the impulse, believe me. I like taking stuff and I like punishing.
What am I missing that you're seeing? No, I think man, I think it worked. What did you see?
After queen c7, rook fc7, queen takes b6, I think knight d5 traps our queen.
Oh, knight d5.
I think that traps it.
Yeah, it does. Oh, knight d5. Damn it. Oh, we were one move too late. Okay, smart. Thank you for not trapping our queen.
I mean, it looks really risky, so I had to really be sure that I wasn't going to get trapped.
Damn. Okay. Queen.
Queen seems like a good choice. The question is where? Looks like something's gonna give here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. Maybe I can be stubborn.
Oh, this game is so good. Thanks, MCFFA. This game has been so good. We have taken one pawn each. Not so sure. You know what? I don't like this. How does it not work anymore? Knight. My apologies.
No, that's seems reasonable. I'm just like, it's complicated when all the pieces are still on the board. You got to, I mean, there's just like a lot of I's to dot and T's to cross to see if I'm hanging anything. I just assume every move I'm hanging something. So
Right. Hey, Alice, thank you so much for the raid. Raid number 2.
oh man,
Thanks for the follow, Victor. Oh, what's up, Lafong? How's it going? Thanks for the follow, Sosa. What's up?
now would that
Who
be
Elvis?
Lafong Hua or some other Lafong that I'm not familiar with?
That is the one and only
My goodness.
Lafong. I never thought this day would happen. YMCA, yes. Curly tall guy, what's up? You bring Lafong. Hey, if this is the only time Lafong comes to my stream, I am
It's
quite
worth it.
okay with that. Oh, the knight defends d7. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Don't tell.
We're
our-
doing
Don't tell Todovsky that.
Joe Sonic. What's up? Thank you. Just for me, Alice. How was the stream? We're doing hand and brain chess. I'm gonna post the multi-stream link again because I somehow can't get CL's camera on my stream. But I'm doing hand and brain with CL Smith. We're playing Todovsky, who's actually one of the developers for lichess. And this is a really tense game. I'm not really quite sure what's going on. So I'm the brain and CL's the hand this time. But yeah. Well, we're switching to Scrabble again after this, but we might.
At Lafong
Okay.
Wa Sembe finally noticed you at axcertypo.
Okay. Okay, now we have to think. We don't have much time. Yes.
Yeah, don't worry, cats. I did check my posture all like 15 or whatever times.
I didn't check mine, so let's say bishop.
Bishop.
Yeah, I think we're getting squeezed.
Yeah, he's managed to get an edge for sure. Here.
Oh yeah, Pipinchuk, you can play Scrabble. All right, see you, Alice. Have a great night. Thanks so much for the raid, and hopefully I'll catch your stream sometime soon. I much
I
appreciate
guess
it.
here, because that's the most active square.
Okay. I like it. Yeah. What's our plan here, though? I was hoping
just-
to be able to get knight to e5 in earlier, but anyways, under 1 minute, you're on your own.
We actually have a time advantage here, though, which is shocking.
That's true. That is true. And Todovsky's been practicing his blitz, at least in Scrabble. So that's even more impressive, I would say. Because he's been playing in the Blitz Champs tournament.
I didn't know that he was playing in that.
Yeah, but I have my match tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow at 8. Man, I can't believe I got so many raids, so many people in here. I really appreciate everything. And if I miss any follows, I'll be sure to message you. Okay.
He's a man of culture. Bishop back into the corner.
That makes sense, because I was going to want to trade that. But let's do bishop nonetheless, but you get to choose where it goes. Oh, damn. Sorry, I forgot about the h3 pawn.
Yeah, that guy's important.
Oh
You
no. Sorry. Your bishop is no longer active on A1. Yeah, I'm playing in a Blitz Scrabble tournament. That
I mean, maybe
Todovsky's
bishop-
also playing in. But yeah, the bishop
Probably
there. Yeah, the bishop's okay there. You managed to find a move out of my stupid suggestion. Okay. Oof. That is a monster night. Hey, Eddie, thanks for gifting the sub to Blue Elvis, who also tried Scrabble yesterday. Okay, What is the idea here? Queen.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I said queen.
Okay. Now I have to figure out what he's thinking.
What
I'm
is
missing
that?
something here?
Yeah, what's going on? Is it time pressure, or are we getting mated?
I mean, he gets that. It's true.
Okay, so obviously queen.
I agree with that.
I think you'll be on your own. But we made it here, and we're up.
Yeah.
We're up material.
I mean, things could be a lot worse than they are.
But yeah, shout out to Blue Elvis as well, who, if you haven't checked him out, also really chill. I might go and get like a vest. I'm actually kind of chill myself. Yeah, but we have the advantage here, a massive advantage. So hopefully you can convert this, CL. I believe in you.
Ooh,
And if
massive,
and if you
that
don't,
might be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, under a minute, but I would have said something. I think I would have said knight, but that might not be very good. Yeah, now I just watch in awe as YouTube blitz it out. Okay, logical. But yeah, Pip and Chuck, we're doing Scrabble next. And after that, we might do another chess. I mean, it's however we feel after the Scrabble game, because y'all are also doing some analysis afterwards, so it does take some time.
Too complicated. Wait, what did he just take? Oh, my knight.
The knight, yeah. Okay, I'm still providing help.
I was like, what piece was that?
And yes, this was on the floor. That's okay though. Ah, that knight. Another knight.
We just can't get rid of him. See, like, he had those superfluous knights, but then he traded one off.
Yeah, exactly. Hello?
Is this too greedy?
No, it's not.
Too greedy?
No. It can't be.
I've been too greedy many a time.
Alright, see you, curly tall guy. Thanks so much for the
I'm
follow. There you go. That's what you want to do.
I'm scared.
Yeah, sorry, it's still slightly lagging, I think, on my end.
So scared.
But that's okay. Did I miss anything?
Please don't mate me.
Victor124, thanks for the follow.
Oh God.
Everybody. Rutro. Oh, this is suspenseful. Is the suspenser in your chat?
Maybe.
I wish I could suggest something. Ooh. Doesn't matter anymore. Ah! Exclam time. Wow, what a game. We should give each other time.
But the blitz is making it so much fun.
It is. Bishop pair from hell. It's not doing anything right now. Sorry for my distracting commentary.
No, you're good. You're good. I have it 10-second increments, so I get, a little bit of leeway.
Hey, what's up? Oh, WTF. How's it going? Yeah, just take it. It's hard to defend.
Oh, yeah. You can just do that.
It's okay, you got this. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, he can just resign now.
Oh, God.
Yeah, get that rook in there. Let's go,
advice.
CL. I'm rooting for you. I'm like the annoying dad at like a sports event. All right, you're up on time by a lot. That's great.
Yeah?
No flag. Okay. Sorry, I'm rooting for Tadovsky a little bit too. Boom. That's the dagger, I think.
I mean, it's looking good. I'm not going to lie to you.
The masterpiece approacheth. You have one more piece to bring in the mix.
Yeah.
Right? That's the rule. Three pieces to checkmate. Okay, now it's prevented. Yeah, this is incredible. This is like the most intense chess game I've ever witnessed.
It's one of the more intense ones I've ever played.
Don't go for the draw. Whew.
No draw.
Okay.
No draw.
Should play shogi next? Oh boy.
I can't find a checkmate. Guess I'll just check him at random.
Checks out. I also can't find a checkmate. I would help you if I could. Gain some time. What better? That's fine.
Maybe I should just take it because I can't find how to freaking win this game.
Nice. We like that. We like that move. We really like that move. Or at least
it just feels
Eddie likes it.
I can't just throw in the towel, can I?
Nope. Yes.
That looks like it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That was so hard.
Amazing.
Oh man. That was a great game. Oh,
Good game,
Todovsky.
Todovsky. Oh, Jinx.
Oh, that was fun.
Amazing. You did it.
Oh man, it took me so long to find that win.
I mean,
Ugh.
it's really tough. There are too many
chess is
pieces on
art.
the board. There are too many pieces on the board.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Now we got to analyze that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
There's so much to analyze. Man, you
Oh, I
went and
wish
got
we
a
could get
jacket while
Todovsky in
I was
here.
like locked in on that game for so long. You went and like got a jacket while I was.
Yeah,
taking notes?
I picked up the jacket from the good old floor.
Yeah. Let me take a short break. I gotta
Okay.
run to the restroom and then we'll analyze this game.
Man,
Thank you, McJurgle. That was really intense.
wow. CL deserves some props for
All right,
that.
I'll be right back.
CL deserves your follow. He deserves everything that you would love to offer CL. So check him out. He's also streaming. He actually has me on his stream. So if anything, everybody that's here should be on his stream so they can watch me and him at the same time. I also had the multi-stream link. I'll post it again. Once again, thanks to everybody who's still here from Eric's stream and from Alice's stream. I appreciate the hype. I love the hype. The hype is amazing. The viewership is incredible. I'm having a ton of fun. I don't know about you. But yeah, go give CL some love on his channel as well. Hopefully he's getting a bunch of hype. But I can't hear anything or see anything. Just have to hope. Man, what a game. So I want to make a study here. So how do I do that? Analysis board first. Then I go to study. Then I create a study. And then I add a member, CLSmith. There you go. So when he's back, he'll come to the study and I'll learn a thing or 15 about chess. Because as many of you know, I am a Scrabble streamer. I've gotten into chess a lot more in the past couple of years. Actually, it started out as a Scrabble player. So CL, if you're here, as a Scrabble player, I do everything in my power to not study words. Studying words is like the bane of my existence as a Scrabble player, and it's really necessary at the higher levels. But instead of that, I keep on like sharpening my game by doing these weird things like looking at hours and hours, watching hours and hours of chess content, of poker content on the interwebs. And so I think I started and I don't even know if it helps, honestly, but I started watching, I think, the Chess Bras like 3 years ago or something. And from there I was like, wow, okay, these guys are making chess cool and I'm learning a bunch of things. I wonder if I can emulate that with Scrabble. So here I am now, trying to build my game of choice. But in the meantime, I've gotten really into chess. I'm doing tons of puzzles. Me and CL are like our puzzle rivals. He's a lot better than me. but I managed to get to like
Yeah,
I think
your puzzle rating is
2300
very
something.
impressive.
But when I play, I just hang my pieces.
Yeah,
Um,
you gotta learn, the strategic points of the game. Like chess sort of has two main facets. There's tactics and there's strategy, and you have the tactics down pretty well. I mean, so the way for you to improve, thank you, cats. The way for you to like drastically improve, the quickest is to learn the strategic side of things a little bit more. Um, and I don't know, what your current, what you're doing to
aspirations, yeah.
improve, and how much time you have to devote to it. But the way I would recommend to do that is by like going to YouTube and find your favorite content creator and look for grandmaster game reviews that they do, and just try to internalize like this is how the very best players in the world are approaching these sort of positions where there's not anything tactically going on. And that will really go a long way for you, I think.
Absolutely. And actually, speaking of if you're in the same boat as me and you want to get better at chess, CL does lessons, private lessons.
Yeah,
So
I do.
yeah, hit him up if you want. If you
Yeah,
want to learn.
absolutely. I
I'm
have.
getting these lessons for free. I don't know. I'll pay it
Yeah,
forward at some point.
yeah, yeah. You should
But
start
yeah,
doing you should start giving Scrabble lessons.
yeah, definitely. That's also a thing that I might do.
Yeah.
Dead
Just
dude
about
really
you to
wants to
try
play
shogi
shogi.
soon.
I don't
Uh,
know. I don't know, dead dude. I wish I could refund those bits.
mm.
um,
Shogi's
but
a great game.
yeah, it is a great
Um,
game. But yeah, I've watched hours. I've watched tons of chess content, tons of Grandmaster games.
yeah. Oh, okay.
But I don't think I've internalized it, because I think what you need to do, as well as doing that, is just like looking at and trying to learn how they play. It's also playing on the side and like playing a
Definitely,
game or
definitely.
Let's
two.
up the ante.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dead dude. So many
And I mean,
bits.
nice. And like kind of like what you were
So
saying about
bad.
Scrabble earlier, like when it comes to chess improvement, I think that it's not one size fits all. I mean, everyone is different, and the
Right,
way
not
you
to play
learn in
shogi.
general may not be the same way that I learn, you know. So like personally, I'm kind of like you say, like I learn best by actually doing something, rather than reading about something, or watching others do something is sort of better than reading or whatever. But yeah, I really need to like actually play the game out myself to really kind of grasp the concepts. So yeah, that I mean, there's no substitute for playing games in my opinion. But
Yeah. And I,
you know,
I, I wholeheartedly agree with that
yeah.
statement. I think
But how you weight, am I going to do more tactical puzzles? Am I going to do more
CL7K and
GM
shogi, you'll
game
have a
review? Am I
chance
going to
to
do more
beat 'em pretty
playing? Like
soon.
that is sort of a personalized mix to whatever works for you. So
right. Yeah, absolutely. And
thank
I
you,
mean
cats.
the thing is, and thanks again, Dead Dude, for all those shogi bits. Um, the thing is, not only does rinsing and repeating and playing really help you get a grasp on the game, and this goes for chess, this goes for Scrabble. It's also what you want to do in the end, which is play and be good. So
Yeah, absolutely.
it's like reviving two birds with one ointment.
Yeah. All right. So dare we dive into this game?
Oh yes. So I think you're in the you're
Okay.
in
Yeah,
the
I've
in the
got some
study.
control here.
So no,
Okay.
take
So
take
yeah,
control. That's it.
yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for.
So E6, I couldn't even tell you, like, I couldn't have told you that this was the Horwitz defense, which apparently it is. It's sort of just like a waiting move. Like, I know that a lot of Dutch players like to play E6 before they play F5, and it's to avoid some variation, but I don't even remember what it is. So I would normally, if I were on my own, I would play C4 here and hope that they play like D5, because that transposes into a Queen's Gambit, which I'm comfortable with.
Okay.
But if I play C4, they also could play Knight F6 and try to transpose into a Nimzo Indian, if you're familiar with that opening.
Yeah. Well, then you do this, right? Or do you do that next?
Usually, well, White has two main approaches. White can play Knight C3, which I think is slightly more common, but allows the Nimzo Indian.
Oh,
which
that's
is,
the Nimzo. Sorry, I had it reversed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is getting this pin. So actually,
I knew it was some pin. Yeah.
I avoid the Nimzo. I play knight f3, and then I don't let them play the Nimzo against
Okay.
me. But
Okay.
okay, so Todovsky's saying he wanted to play a Queen's Indian.
Okay.
Or I had tried to play a Queen's Indian. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like, this often goes into the Queen's Indian when I play knight f3 and avoid the Nimzo, is then they do this, and now we're in sort of a Queen's Indian game. But okay, anyway, that's just general opening knowledge. So you said knight, and I didn't really know like what other moves were good here besides c4, but knight f3 just felt really flexible. Looks like it's the third most common move. Seems totally reasonable to me.
So it's not fully I don't know, out there, out of the blue.
No,
it's not
I mean,
fully hipster. It's just like kind of
like
deviant.
Knight f3 is such a ubiquitous move that some people play it on move 1 and they wait and see what black's gonna do.
I like the red
tea.
I think it's my second most played opening, even though I've only played like 30 games or something.
Yeah, so knight f3 is like almost always an okay move, if not a good move. So
I like that
was totally
immediately
fine.
defended the pawn.
Yeah, it is sort of nice to have everything tied together. Now the pawn was already defended, but it's still, if there's some situation where the pawn gets attacked, either one of these pieces can move. They're not both.
I forgot
one's
queens
not tied down.
could move. I forgot queens could move before like turn 6.
Yeah,
because when you get it drilled into your head, like you gotta develop all the pieces, then develop the queen, and then connect the rooks. Like I don't think of developing the queen early. I can't even. The only time that I do that is when I play a Scandinavian.
Generally
other
you
than
don't
that,
want to develop the queen early.
Yeah, so. I've heard it so many times from so many different players whom I trust, and there's no chance.
So he goes into a Dutch, which I don't really know a whole lot of theory against. I know some like basic setups, but I don't really know a lot of the finer points. So.
Lots of people hate the Dutch. I think people hate the Dutch more than they hate the English, right?
I don't really like playing against it because I just feel like I don't have particularly good results. But this game went, pretty well. I mean, obviously we got the win in the end, but I think we even got a pretty reasonable position in the middle game, and then it kind of started to unravel for a little bit, but we hung in there. So anyway, I know one setup that white can do that I usually do is just fianchetto the king side bishop, and that's often paired with c4. So you went ahead and said bishop here. That was good. Okay, and here you said knight. So I wasn't really sure like what a good knight move was here, but I felt that I wanted to play the move c4 at some point, so I didn't want to put my knight in front of the pawn.
Okay.
Like ideally, I probably would have rathered castle first or play c4 and then play knight c3.
What's the best knight move according to the engine though? It says it's like a mistake, right?
It's saying it's inaccurate, which I mean,
okay.
I mean that kind of makes sense because, I mean, I am blocking the bishop here, so it makes some sense. It's not wanting to play a knight move. I only have it set to show me the top 3 moves, and it shows me castles is the best move, bishop f4 is the second best, and c4 is the third best.
So I considered the first 2 of those.
Mm-hmm. Now it likes bishop f4 the best.
But I just had it in my head that like I wanted to develop like the queen side. And I also was kind of worried
totally
about
right.
some opening tricks that obviously don't exist according to the engine. But I got worried that if I castle too early, I could fall into something that I would like miss. I don't know, like bringing some pieces immediately close to the king. I don't know.
In my personal experience, and maybe this isn't necessarily true, but I feel like it's hard for white to castle too early. Like sometimes black can castle too early and then white just like attacks. But like generally in white, you have the initiative because you get to move first. So unless you've already gotten yourself into a bad position, when you castle, you're probably not walking into some attack. I mean, again, this is very general, and there are cases where castling is white. You could castle too soon and something bad could happen. But
Right.
at this
Also,
point, he only has his bishop. Like that's the only piece that's playing the game,
right.
and it is a nice piece. But we've got pieces near the king that can defend. So
Yeah. The other thing I was actually thinking about just now is if you play knight to b3, I think he might just.
I'm sorry, knight where?
Knight to c3.
C3.
I think
Okay.
I said b3. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think he'd probably play bishop to b4, and then like maybe
He could.
a3, and then the bishop would immediately take and double the pawns, and then you would get your c3 in, but it'd just be a doubled pawn.
Yeah. The computer's thinking about that. I'm not a huge fan of that.
Because I feel like I might have seen something, at least something resembling this before, but it doesn't want a3. Okay.
I don't know enough Dutch theory to really say anything here, but I personally see this as like, most of Black's pawns are on white squares, so I see this as a good piece, and I don't really want to trade it off for a knight.
Right. Okay.
And I don't think White really minds the doubled pawns so much.
Okay.
Although
perfect.
the computer is thinking about playing Queen D3, which I guess the point is to avoid doubling the pawns.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know. It's hard for me to speak to that.
All right.
But
anyways,
in general,
so many tangents though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when Black's dealing with a fianchetto structure on this side, you don't necessarily like the bishop coming, because now if I play a3, like you can't maintain the pin because I trap your bishop.
Right. Exactly.
So you pretty much are committing whenever you play bishop b4 in this case. You pretty much are committing if I play a3, you're gonna take, because otherwise you're just wasting a tempo.
Okay.
Going
so
back,
about
over here
that.
somewhere.
Okay.
So
But it's just not
I don't
something
know.
you would do. Okay. Cool.
Okay,
makes sense.
Neurononum's saying that Black likes to trade off this bishop in the Dutch. So I mean, that's just, if that's a thing in the Dutch, then that makes sense.
Okay.
But that's above my pay grade. Okay, so anyway, this is a sort of interesting move. Now
On
the
chess.com,
benefit of
that's a brilliancy, right? When it says that.
I think in chess.com you have to get 2 exclams. That's brilliant.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So the nice thing about knight bd2 is he's probably out of theory now. Like he probably doesn't know the move knight.
Yeah,
knight
I think that did work out for us actually. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then these moves all seem reasonable. I got to play c4. So I think a lot of this middle game sort of centered around, I wanted to play e4. I got the sense that you wanted to play e4 also, and I think that's a correct impulse. But it proved pretty difficult to actually accomplish. So you said queen here, and that's why I put my queen here, is because I'm trying to control the e4 square.
Yeah.
And eventually get in this break.
I think that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and also, I mean, maybe, in some circumstance, this pawn's tender. I don't know. Okay, he played knight c6. Yeah, and then you said pawn, which was absolutely correct. This is an annoying move. So you said pawn, and I played a3. He played king h8, which surprised me. I don't know. The computer likes king h8. It's saying that's one of the top 3 moves.
It was part of his prep for this game.
I'm guessing it's a typical Dutch idea.
Right.
It says Alonso. I mean, the king is, safer over there. But when I saw that, I was thinking, oh boy, I'm going to put my bishop on this diagonal with his king, and I'm going to be happy. And that did happen, but this diagonal never really opened up. So, okay. Anyway.
So
yeah,
we like that. Okay, great.
I wasn't sure when you said pawn here if maybe you wanted e4 now.
I don't think I ever wanted e4. I'm not sure actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's the thing. If this was a Scrabble game, I would remember like very clearly what my thought processes were for each move. And I thought that might translate to chess, but for this move, I don't remember considering e4.
Okay. I had to kind of like restrain myself a bit because I thought e4 was like the way to try to open the position, but this is like sort of a strategic thing. Like I played b4 because
I think yeah, I
I
think I
thought,
wanted to
wow,
develop the bishop. Yeah, I think that's the
yeah,
move I wanted. Yeah.
that was my thought. Was I want to complete development and then I want to open things up. I don't want to open things up now when this bishop is stuck and this rook is stuck. Um, so b4 is sort of a nice space grabbing move, and we're ready to put the bishop on a good diagonal and such. So okay, I do know this is very typical in the Dutch that the queen can kind of slip out this way,
Okay.
which is what happened.
Oh, okay. So yeah, here's where. Oh wow, wants to retreat the knight. Of
Yeah,
course, that's
knight
like.
e1 seems strange to me. E3 is very solid that it's suggesting.
Oh, my stockfish is still thinking. You have the 13 plus, right?
Yes.
Yeah, mine is still almost
Mine's
there.
thinking about knight e1 or e3.
Yeah, 91 it likes. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
knight
e3
back.
is just.
I mean, come on.
I
Who's
don't
gonna
know
ever
what.
play that?
Well, no, I mean knight e1 is actually a. It happens probably more often than you would think because the knight can post up on d3, which is a nice square. I mean, these squares in particular look kind of soft.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe in some instances we actually push the f pawn, though I don't really see that happening in this position. Maybe we play f3 and that helps us play e4.
Yeah, I mean, it did end up being a problem. I think a slight issue in our position that the rook was blocked by the pawn, which was blocked by the knight.
Yeah,
Um,
I was a little nervous about.
that's why
So I
I
was
did want
debating.
to play. I did want to play f to e1. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, so my debate was, if we move this rook, my impression was that eventually I'm going to play e4 and he's going to take this rook's going to open up and then maybe his knight is going to come here and like coordinate on this square. That was
Hmm.
why I felt like maybe I want this rook to just be a defender. But I
Okay.
think I was incorrect about that. I don't think that was
No, that's a great
a correct
assessment. Like
read.
I didn't think about that at all. I mean,
The
that's
problem
way more
is,
than what I thought about.
I put my rooks here and then I never really they never really did anything.
What
So,
Yeah, what did end up happening actually is we had some weaknesses on the queen side with the pawns
mhm,
there.
yeah,
But I mean, who knows what would happen in
yeah.
like any sort of position. That's just I think you have to make concessions with every move you make.
Yeah, yeah, in general, yeah. Um okay, so we went with this. Yeah, see, like he doesn't mind doing it.
Yeah. No, it just
um
seems weird to me to like
yeah,
disconnect the rooks and move the knight back. That just seems like very engine like.
yeah. In these kind of games where, there's not a whole lot of like captures that are possible, like there's not a whole lot of tactical possibilities just yet, like we're still kind of maneuvering. You sometimes have it's more likely that you will have the time to make such a maneuver, because white doesn't have any threats that he's generating yet, so he
Right.
can get away with spending an extra tempo to like really try to optimize one of his pieces. um, and I mean the nice point for him is that opens his bishop and now he just made it really tough to play e4,
Right.
um,
Right.
which I mean I signaled loud and clear that's what I wanted to do when I put a rook here.
Hmm.
So
Well, it should
his
have
move
been
makes a lot of
clear.
sense.
Okay, so here, I don't know if it was here or the next turn where I started to consider bringing the knight up to e5. But I do remember like calculating this, and then like I remember calculating this,
Hmm.
this,
Yep.
and then like this. I think was what I
Yeah,
was worried
that's
about.
yeah, I would be worried about
Um,
that too.
But later on, I did see that you could just move this pawn up, and it seems to defend okay. Um, or like move it up to here.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
it's scary,
but I was
I
worried. So I think I started. I don't remember. Like I could look at the VOD, but or if anybody remembers, but I did on my screen start calculating, and I also calculated because I like going for this pawn, obviously. But that was after this knight moved here. I
yeah.
think it was the next turn when the knight came here, where I started to consider it. But I think I just failed to realize that the knight was defending this because I was
Gotcha.
calculating that the knight was moving already.
So, in my opinion, like even absent like other tactical reasons, Black is thrilled if he gets to trade these bishops. Um, like this bishop is sort of a key defender
Yeah.
of the king because h3 in particular is weak, and I want to move e4, which would make f3 really weak. So, in general, if you have this structure, you really want a bishop in here controlling these squares. So I sort of discounted any knight moves for that reason. Now that he can just trade off immediately. I mean, I think you're right that after something like this, well, if he does jump in here, we can take, which I didn't actually notice.
I got another raid from 14
Damn.
Domino. This is like
Nice.
yesterday for you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the raid. I don't know if I have a command specifically for 14 Domino yet, but speaking of, we were playing Todovsky, who is a developer for lichess. 14 Domino is the developer, is one of the main developers, back-end developers for the website we play Scrabble on, which you'll see after this analysis, Woogles. So welcome to 14 Domino, and to Raiders, thank you for being here. We're doing some hand and brain. Right now we're doing some analysis of a game we played against Todovsky. A brilliant game, if I may say so myself, where we managed to win.
I would say, yeah, we can pat ourselves on the back and say it was brilliant.
Okay, I did it. Did you do it?
Okay, yeah, I'll get it in there. Well, the computer agrees with you, by the way, here, and says 95 is the best move. So that shows me what I know.
Yeah, but it might be.
It's a double-edged
difficult.
decision.
Yeah, exactly. So I wasn't sure about my calculations, but that was the next turn, I think. After, and I don't know after knight to f7 if that's actually any good.
Let's see.
Still likes
I mean,
it.
it says this is where we started losing our advantage, so I guess I played a little too passively.
Still likes it. Yeah.
I didn't really know what to do here because I really wanted to play e4, but I can't because he just takes it, and I don't have the firepower to take back. Even though numerically I have the firepower, my rook is worth more. So he won an exchange out of that. He's got 2 rooks. I've only got 1. So that's what I really wanted to do, but I couldn't. So I was struggling to find some other plan. Or maybe that's why we have to go for something like this, is because what else do we do?
Right. So I did say pawn, though. I mean, I did consider
did.
the knight move. Again, I think this is actually the first position where I considered. So I think I was like, I calculated this, and then like, I think it was this or something. No, it wasn't. But then, yeah, at some point I realized that the knight was defending this. Yeah, so I did say pawn because I was like, okay, we have some like kind of weirdness in our pawn chains, where they're not defending each other, which I feel like pawns like defending each other, like chains. So I figured there was some useful pawn move here that you would find.
Yeah. Well, it turns out the computer and M. Quander in chat really like d5, which I did look at it, but it is a pawn sacrifice, I think. So that's why I kind of discounted it. Was I thought, okay, he just wins a pawn, but maybe he doesn't because maybe I get the pawn on c7. Which maybe that's what I missed.
Oh, yeah. After all is said and done, the queen.
Maybe.
Okay.
Although, wait, he can take with the knight, which defends.
No, but then you kick it away.
It's suggesting now play e4. That makes sense because we've obscured the bishop.
Yeah, so if that happens and then that happens,
I would want to take with the knight. I wouldn't want to take with the rook, but it's suggesting taking with the rook. Oh, well, the rook hits this, so he can't really move the knight.
Okay.
That's nice.
I was thinking taking with the queen somehow, but that's probably really bad.
I mean, all 3 of these moves are approximately equal. It says rook takes, white's a little better. It says if knight takes, it's completely equal. And if queen takes, black's a little better.
Okay.
But it's like tiny margins on all of those. So, yeah, I didn't see that possible idea of, I guess, sacking a pawn. at least in the short term, to try to open things up and let our pieces play a little bit. So I didn't know what to do. I didn't really see a pawn move that I liked. I thought about c5, but that lets this knight come here, and I don't want that. So I played b5, which doesn't really do anything. I was just like, I couldn't find a pawn move that I liked.
Right.
And I thought he correctly played a6. Computer suggesting c5, which looks strange to me. But... Okay, yeah, and then I was hoping you would say pawn again, and I could just defend.
Yeah, so that was the first move
yeah.
I considered. That was the first move I considered. But I saw that takes then the rook has the open file, and I don't like that.
Unfortunately, he's going to get it regardless. We can't really keep him from getting effectively an open file. Like, even if he takes and we take with our c pawn, which is what happens, like this pawn, this file, you know, the half open file is almost as good as the open file for him, because this pawn is just such a target.
It's a liability, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's already, you know, he's already threatening to win it.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I noticed the bishop, like in the end, the bishop being a second attacker. So I think, so in the end, I did want to defend that pawn, like in the long term. I wanted the queen to come to d3, but then the bishop comes to e4. Then we kind of, then we get to trade it. So I think your move was better.
Well, the thing is, if queen d3, bishop e4, we actually can't trade, because if we take, then he takes back with a fork.
Oh, it is a fork. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So
right.
Yeah, we actually queen d3. We kind of just lose a tempo after he plays that move.
You're right.
So yeah, I mean.
But yeah, the queen.
I don't know.
Queen moves are dangerous, man. They're so hard.
Yeah, definitely. So I just figured I'm going to create a battery, and maybe one day we'll play queen takes g7 checkmate. That was like my only thought. But just to illustrate, though, by the way, like you were afraid of having this open file, but this is actually better, because now I can, like, you know, okay, it's black's move, but eventually I can challenge this file and actually do something with these rooks, and, you know, he's not really controlling, like, he is nominally controlling the file now, but we're going to be able to contest it.
Right. I guess there might have been a part of me that was like, oh, since I've already moved that rook back to the e file, and I would have preferred the f F rook being there. I felt like it was inconsistent. Maybe
it is You're absolutely right. It's inconsistent, but you know.
But yeah,
when
obviously,
the position changes,
how do you know?
Sometimes you
can't
have to
expect
change the approach.
I mean, because I watch so many games where people are just seeing these things like 20 turns in advance or whatever, just seeing the possible patterns, and I just want to be that, like, immediately without having to do the work. So hey.
Yeah. So now it got very tricky, because he has a target on b5 that he can go after. So I think
queen.
You know, your moves were pretty reasonable here. I mean, the computer's suggesting d5, which I still don't really get.
Drops the pawn, right? Yeah.
I just tried to defend everything.
Ooh.
Let's see. Yeah, and here you said knight, which I think is good, because we can't really defend. We can't defend this pawn. It's just a goner. So we might as well try to activate our other pieces and try to do stuff. So I think knight was great. He took, and you said bishop, and I played bishop a1, but the computer says bishop c3 is best.
Oh, and then we did that next turn.
Yeah, I kind of misread the situation here. I was worried about if I play bishop c3, like maybe my bishop's going to get pinned, but I do have this knight here, so that's probably not going to happen. So I kind of just worried over nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, and this was a funny move.
Yeah, he wanted to do another move with the piece back. Fancy Todovsky.
I think he was just playing symmetrically. I don't know. It was, and he's saying it was very complicated. I mean, and we were
extremely
getting short on time.
Oh yeah,
already at this point. So
yeah, it's still like I've never been in position with so many pieces still on the board after this.
Yeah.
This amount of time.
So it's suggesting rook c1. That makes a lot of sense. That's a nice file for a rook. But yeah, so here you said bishop. I think you wanted bishop takes or some bishop move, but yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
looks way
said
too
bishop,
dangerous to
and then
allow these pieces,
immediately, exactly, I immediately
Right.
saw that the queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, funnily enough, bishop c3 is the second best move according to the engine. So, okay. And we missed an opportunity here. We should take the knight first.
I don't even remember
Yeah.
what we did.
We just took the rook.
Oh, we took the rook. Yeah, that's when we thought.
Yeah, because it looked like a gift from God. But taking the knight first makes a lot of sense.
Knight first, and then the rook's still hanging. Yeah.
Well, wait. Knight takes. What about if knight takes?
Knight takes. Knight takes.
Then we take the rook. He still takes our bishop, right?
Yeah, we can't take with the bishop for the same reason. Or maybe we can. He doesn't have anything.
Oh, but you know what?
He doesn't have anything going on after queen takes on h3.
Here's the difference. The difference is his knight isn't on f6 anymore. So then we can take on d7, and then our queen is, a gangbuster in there.
Right.
I think that's the reason. Is we want him to exchange these knights, and then at the end of things we could take here. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Damn.
And now we're really active, and it's suggesting that he should come back and defend, but we're gonna get something here somehow.
Yeah. No, that looks very nice.
Yeah.
All up in his business. Wow,
but we couldn't resist the rook, and who can blame us? And we're still better,
wow, what a difference.
So it's just an exchange sack, so it certainly wasn't like the end of the world here. Yeah, everything I think was pretty reasonable. I don't remember where I took over, but this all seems, I don't know. So here was his fateful mistake. What did he do here? He did rook f6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I hemmed and I hawed, and I eventually took this free pawn. I was just worried I was somehow going to get made. I kept thinking there's going to be some sack here that kills me.
We didn't talk about the queen getting trapped earlier.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure I had that situation read correctly. Where was that? Okay,
Here.
yeah, it was here.
Here, yeah.
Because I played queen b3. So yeah, I'm pretty sure.
This.
Yeah, and rook. Yeah.
This.
And then knight d5.
This, and then your queen is trapped.
R.I.P. queen.
Okay, so it wants to give it up, but then take the rook back and threaten the knight. But yeah. Oof.
Right. This is just the only way that we.
I just didn't see this knight here. I was like, okay, this knight can't come.
It took me a while to see that too.
That was threatening this bishop if this knight moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
I saw that my queen was out of squares, but I was like, well, his rook can't come here. So I was like close to pulling the trigger, and then I was like, wait a minute.
Well, thank you for having the wherewithal that I did not have. All right. Anyways, we can go back to the position.
Yeah. So I mean, the rest of the game was just kind of like moving around, and I eventually got to activate my pieces a little bit. Yeah, I was wondering if there was if this exchange sack was any good, but I had no time, and it just felt like I shouldn't do it unless I was sure.
Oh, the great thing about that is it threatens.
I get this at the
end.
end.
Exactly. I saw that. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's true.
Okay.
I don't think I saw that at the time.
Yeah, and then you win the exchange back again, so it's like a triple exchange sack. Same game.
So I moved my pawn at random, which the computer doesn't really like, but I felt like I had to try to open some lines for my rooks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then I eventually got in here. Now, one thing that I actually was never sure of, and I can ask Todovsky, maybe someone saw some reason here. I kept thinking like, okay, what if he plays king f8? Because then I can't just check him here anymore, right? I mean, I guess I just go here and I'm threatening mate.
Yeah. Exactly.
So maybe that's why that never happened.
But then after that he could have done it as well. But what I was thinking...
Take here, wow. There was some moment where I was thinking about taking here to enable queen takes here, but...
I wanted, for the longest time, to go queen to b5.
Yeah, the computer likes that. Yeah, I just needed to find Queen B5 makes so much sense because we're just threatening. Well, I mean, Queen B. The problem is these pieces coordinate to defend on F8, so the back rank stuff isn't quite working yet.
Yeah, but you can triple.
But,
You can triple up, can't you? On the B file. On the sorry, on the seventh rank.
well, I mean, it says he has to take the rook, so obviously we're in good shape. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those positions where I'm sure there's something good, but I just didn't
But
calculate.
yeah,
it all
I
out.
mean, you
Like,
don't want to make you don't want to blunder here. So
yeah.
just playing moves, gaining some time, and
But
trying
yeah,
to
I'm
figure
sure
out a
like
way to win.
if black does nothing like this and so what, then I just go here maybe. Oh wait, I hung stuff, but
Yeah.
okay, so it's saying check. Oh. Yeah, I guess this is a good variation. Yeah, okay, so he can never really defend on F8. I didn't appreciate that. Okay. Anyway, I mean the rest of this was just me in time trouble trying to find the win.
Oh.
What are you looking at?
No, just the plus going down because it wants to sack the queen.
Yeah, which I'm whenever he wants to take the queen, I'm down with that. So
Yeah, it simplifies. You can obviously convert more easily, even though there's still like pieces in front of the white king.
I eventually decided I needed another piece, which you also, suggested, which was helpful.
Checkmate
and
is
then I
always a
finally
good
found it.
variation.
Yeah.
Very
Finally, I
nice.
found it.
Very nice. Yeah. Someone was
All
saying
right.
someone was saying queen to c whatever to get
Yeah.
it in there. Yeah.
Yeah, we needed
C
needed
two
Her
was-
Majesty
yeah.
to get in. So
Yeah. All right.